Man, Alvin Kamara is officially staying in New Orleans after agreeing to a restructured deal to remain a Saint for the upcoming season. This is massive because it finally ends all the speculation about his future with the franchise we all love. Honestly, this update comes down to two things: the reality of his new contract and what this means for his role in the backfield alongside Travis Etienne. The deeper you dig into these numbers and the team strategy, the more there is to unpack. Smash that like button, subscribe, and tell me your city below. Let's get into it. Alvin Kamara is officially staying in New Orleans, ensuring the franchise's all-time leading rusher remains a Saint for the immediate future. As fans who have watched him since his rookie year in 2017, we know his impact goes far beyond the numbers. Kamara has recorded 12,198 yards from scrimmage, 606 receptions, and 516 career points, cementing his status as the most productive non-kicker in our club history. The relief we feel today is massive, as recent uncertainty regarding his future reached a boiling point after the team signed Travis Etienne. According to NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo, Kamara has agreed to a restructured deal that pays him $6 million for the 2026 season, with the potential to earn up to $8.5 million through various incentives. Nick Underhill of NewOrleans.football first reported that this agreement was being finalized on the podcast with Taron Armstead. And I'll be straight with you, this move signals a desire for stability during a transitional period for head coach Kellen Moore. After Kamara suffered a knee sprain in 2025 that limited him to 657 scrimmage yards, many of us worried the end was near. Seeing him commit to staying here, even after he famously joked about drinking a pina colada elsewhere if he were traded, brings a sense of loyalty that is rare in modern professional football. He remains a pillar of this organization alongside Cameron Jordan, yet we have to wonder how his role will actually function under Moore's new offensive scheme. While his return is a victory for the culture of this locker room, the primary question we must face moving forward is how the team intends to balance his workload with the addition of Travis Etienne in a crowded backfield. The most surprising element of this restructured deal is the explicit inclusion of an $8.5 million incentive package for the 2026 season, a clear indicator that the team expects him to remain a core contributor despite his age. Our history with veteran players has often been defined by difficult departures, but keeping our all-time leading rusher provides a sense of continuity that stabilizes the locker room as we navigate these changing tides. This decision follows a period of intense speculation, fueled largely by the front office signing Travis Etienne earlier this offseason, which naturally casts doubt on the future of a back who turns 31 in just 10 days. Here is where it gets interesting as we look at the internal logic of head coach Kellen Moore and the front office. They clearly value the mentorship and experience he brings to a transition period. We know the numbers well, including his 1,298 yards from scrimmage and those 516 career points, yet we cannot ignore the physical reality of recent seasons. His 2025 campaign, which saw him limited by a knee sprain to just 657 scrimmage yards and a single touchdown, represents a career low, making this pivot to an incentive-based contract a prudent financial strategy for Gayle Benson and the organization. It mirrors the approach we have taken with Cameron Jordan, proving that the leadership group is prioritizing the preservation of our team culture while aggressively surrounding those veterans with new talent. Watching him remain a Saint instead of opting for a pina colada elsewhere provides us with a rare, comforting anchor in an era of rapid roster turnover across the NFL. We are retaining a legend who understands our identity, ensuring that while the playbook evolves under Kellen Moore, the heart of our offensive production remains firmly rooted in the Big Easy. What nobody is talking about is the quiet signal this sends to our locker room regarding continuity and the standard we uphold in the Big Easy. By restructuring this deal to pay Alvin Kamara $6 million for the 2026 season, with a chance to earn up to $8.5 million through incentives, our front office has managed to retain a cornerstone player while maintaining necessary financial flexibility. This matters because it stabilizes a backfield that had become a source of significant speculation following the addition of Travis Etienne. Instead of moving on from a franchise icon who has contributed 12,198 yards from scrimmage, We now have a veteran tandem that provides Kellen Moore with tactical options that few other teams possess. Integrating Etienne into the rotation will lighten the physical toll on our veteran leader, which is vital for keeping him fresh for the high-stakes matchups we anticipate against the Buccaneers, Falcons, and Panthers later this year. When we look at our playoff aspirations, having a dual-threat weapon who has proven he can produce even in transitional seasons remains a massive advantage in the NFC South. We are not just holding on to the past, we are bridging the gap between eras by keeping established leaders like Kamara and Cameron Jordan on the roster. This move clearly shifts our divisional standing by ensuring we do not have a void in leadership during those critical late-season games where experience is the ultimate tiebreaker. We have successfully addressed the uncertainty that lingered throughout the offseason, allowing us to shift our full focus toward building a cohesive unit capable of reclaiming the top spot in our division. Having two elite options at running back changes how we attack defensive schemes, giving us a strategic edge that will be tested immediately when our schedule begins in the fall. Retaining Alvin Kamara is a brilliant strategic move for our organization because it keeps a franchise cornerstone in the building to help guide a transitioning locker room. His veteran presence and deep understanding of our system provide a massive morale boost for the coaching staff and his teammates alike. By restructuring his deal, we maintain flexibility while securing the services of a player who has generated 12,198 yards from scrimmage over his historic 9 seasons. Now here's the thing, the risk is quite evident given his age and recent injury history. After being limited to 657 scrimmage yards last season due to a nagging knee sprain, skeptics naturally question if his body can still withstand the heavy workload of a primary running back at age 31. Beyond our walls, league insiders like Ian Rappaport and Mike Garafolo have been busy covering the situation, noting that the front office had to balance this decision against the acquisition of Travis Etienne. While some media voices suggest that the team might have been better off leaning fully into the younger legs of Etienne or other potential options like the ones seen in Buffalo or Philadelphia, the decision to keep our legend suggests the organization values his leadership above all else. The way I see it, while keeping Kamara provides much-needed continuity, the narrative that he will replicate his early career production is likely overblown. I expect a shared backfield approach where he plays a specialized role rather than handling the bulk of the carries. It is refreshing to see the team honor his legacy by allowing him to retire as a Saint, even if his actual output on the field requires a more measured expectation than we might have held during his prime years as a dual-threat back. When we weigh the retention of Alvin Kamara alongside the addition of Travis Etienne, it becomes clear that our front office is choosing to bridge the gap between our storied past and a competitive future. This decision suggests the New Orleans Saints are not looking to enter a total rebuild under head coach Kellen Moore, but rather they aim to remain relevant by blending the veteran leadership of icons like Kamara and Cameron Jordan with fresh talent. Think about it this way. Keeping our all-time leading rusher provides a stabilizing force for an offense in transition. As fans, you should feel a sense of optimism because this move signals that ownership is committed to winning now rather than sacrificing production for the sake of starting over completely. We are looking at a roster that respects its history while actively searching for the next spark. With Kamara entering his 10th season on a deal that could reach $8.5 million through incentives, we retain a player who has recorded 12,198 yards from scrimmage for this organization. It is comforting to know that a player with such deep ties to our city will stay in the fold as we navigate the challenges of the upcoming campaign. The arrival of Travis Etienne alongside Kamara offers us a unique dual-threat dynamic that could revitalize our ground attack if the pieces click as intended. Now, looking at this veteran backfield duo, I want to hear from you. Do you believe the combination of Alvin Kamara and Travis Etienne will be enough to propel our offense back into the playoffs this year? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Who dat? I'll see you in the next one.